My name is Parminder Dhanjal and I live in Sherwood. My family came from Amritsar, from Punjab, India, and I'm not quite sure what reason my father came. I can only guess that he left really a lot of his property in Lahore during partition, and perhaps really because of that really he got the invitation to go to different countries, and he decided to come to England. We were left behind. My father was married twice. Soon after he came, he invited my stepmother to join him. She Obviously they had to start all over again. They had to work. Hence my stepmother made bit of sacrifice and left her daughter with us as well. And so in a way I became almost a carer for my stepmother's daughter, my stepsister, and also my young brother, because my mom used to be fairly sort of health-wise, she wasn't all that good. Hence really it came to a time really when I had to almost sacrifice my education for the sake of looking after the children. Yes. I came in this country when I was around about 17 years old. I joined my father and stepmother in 1959. So it is quite a number of years I was looking after my siblings as well, yeah. My thoughts were that at least the family will unite. I wasn't at all excited about it for the simple reason I was leaving my culture, my relations, my friends all behind. And then I remember one very funny incident. When we landed, I went to the toilet, and of course you had to put the penny. And it was so strange for me. My stepmother said, "Hold on, Parminder, I will find a penny." I said, "What is that for?" "So that you can go to the toilet." And became a joke for the rest of the life, yes. Certainly, yes, my father had already bought a house. So it was a small house, that's true, but at least it was ours. And it was so strange really, living in a small place, sharing the room as well. Those geysers for hot water used to be very strange. We must not spill any water really outside the bath, really. That was strange as well, because in India it was really, we took sort of showers and water was flowing freely. That was completely different. Every week we used to go to the public baths, and both moms used to do all the washing there as well. And somehow or another we enjoyed it. Simple life, but we enjoyed it. And we used to have bath over there as well, and it was really wonderful. And then there were other people as well over there, and it was really almost a family type of atmosphere. And we all got on well. It doesn't matter really if we had to use the public baths or not. It just didn't affect us then. Yeah. When I came in this country, the accent of people, I just could not understand anything at all. Especially when I went to People's College, and all the lectures I could read very well, but I could not really understand what they were talking about. And of course, I couldn't also make myself understood either. So in a way, every night for next 6 months, I used to come home and cry my heart out and say, "Please send me back, send me back." And that was really, I remember it very well, in fact, yeah. Applied for a job my first after qualifications, and I got a job in Peterborough as a diagnostic radiographer. It was wonderful really over there for 1 year. Absolutely, it was a good experience after qualifications. But at the same time, after that, I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to move on, learn something more in radiography. So I moved to London. And the second job was in St. James Hospital in, yes, it was St. James Hospital, which is closed now. And that was absolutely a wonderful but very tiring experience as well, because I was doing night shifts as well over there, and it was, even though daytime it was a thriving department, but the night shifts were done really almost alone. Hence you were really a sort of, one was responsible from A to Z of doing everything, and that was very good experience as well. And so, because there was sort of tenacity in me to carry on and learn more, I decided really after 1 year over there, I've got enough, I need to move again. I moved to Brook Hospital, that is on Shooters Hill in London, and they offered variety of work. And most work I got interested in was doing neuroradiography. And I was sort of, from a basic radiographer, I just really reached to deputy superintendent over there as well. And for some time, I even acted as a superintendent for 3 X-ray departments. So that was a really extremely good experience for me. And in fact, really my colleagues, my sort of the doctors I worked with, they were also sorry to leave me. They gave me such wonderful reference as well. For family reasons, I moved to Kenya for 5 years. After coming back from 5 years, I came back to my own old house where I lived, which I owned in London. And at that time, really, I was more interested in getting my daughter back to school, and so that she can pursue further education. So I didn't want to move. Hence, really, I just had to take basic jobs, really, to get on with life. Again, I was picked really again to work for Asian Women's Center, and that was a different exposure altogether. In a way, I was doing almost everything, taking the clients for benefit agencies, doing all the work together. It was more really almost partly more really sort of as if I'm their friend, rather than sort of, and partly because really when some intensive work had to be done as a profession. So that was really, that gave me quite good experience of working with Asian women as well. I came here in Nottingham, back to Nottingham as a manager in social services, and in 2001 I left social services, retired from there, and since then I have worked for 2 organizations as a volunteer. But somehow or another, I wasn't satisfied with myself, and I was invited to Pune for a friend of mine invited me there. Meanwhile, I had really my total knee replacement done, and I was suffering then. It wasn't a success. And they said, don't worry about it, we will look after you, you come over, and things like this. So I went to Pune and I just said, well, I would like to sponsor a child from here for education purpose. In a way, what I can say is my charity work or the taste of doing the charity work started when I was working with the Asian Women's Center. But it took me long time before I started my own charity. Nottingham is my second home. I came to Nottingham from India. This is really, I feel at home. And some or another, I know I have lived in London as well for a long period, but there is a serenity here. There is also, you do not get carried away with the crowd as you do in London as well. There is some individuality here as well, and I just love it here.